I want to ask, there were three bills, one sponsored by Democrat Alicia Rule to address the increase in child deaths and kids kind of languishing in these drug-addicted homes. And a rules bill got a hearing, but no vote out of committee. The other two did not get hearings. And there was also Senate Bill 5071, which passed the Senate with near unanimous support to update the endangerment with a controlled substance statute. So I know the House has not taken up that bill. Senator Braun mentioned in the media avail yesterday that he thinks this is the fourth year in a row that that's been blocked. So specifically, Representative Fitzgibbon, since you engaged with Rep. Couture on the House floor so passionately Monday night, can you explain why we're going to go yet another year without fixing this?
Well, I believe did Senator Braun's bill come over just this session?
Torres.
Or the Torres bill? Yeah, I mean, I believe there's time for that committee to consider that proposal. So
is it going to be considered?
I can't speak for that committee and what their intentions are. I do know that they've been looking at the issue of child welfare very seriously. There was a bill by Representative Ortiz-Self that did move out of that committee to address critical incidents in child welfare settings. There's an honest difference of opinion among legislators about what is the best way to keep kids safe. And you know, what I took exception to on the floor was the assertion that some of us care more about that than others. I don't think that's true. I think that all 98 House members care about keeping kids safe, and we are not unanimous about the right way to go about that and the right way to also support keeping families together. I know that committee has been looking at that issue and will continue to look at that issue in the context of the bill from Senator Torres that came over.
But if we don't change the imminent harm standard for another year, then it's still going to be very difficult to get those kids in safe environments. And so I'm wondering why those bills aren't moving.
Can I just, that presumes that that is the solution to the problem.
That taking that out?
The question about the imminent harm, you're presuming that that's the solution. When you look at the work that we did a couple of years ago to make it more clear to the courts about what they could take into consideration with regard to removal, in the critical incidents have shrunk dramatically in that time since we passed that bill. I would never argue that it's the only thing that we should do. So we are continuing to look at what we should do. Honestly, from my public health perspective, what would have been best is 10 years ago when there was a proposal to offer nurse family home visiting across the state of Washington to all families in need, that the Republicans opposed vociferously and we weren't able to do. That is the thing that would have actually helped the very, very best and most.